Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Hey, come on. 50. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hernandez. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big stop, G. Big.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 3 down, 3 down. Check 9, check 9. Oh, try.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Cooper's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Brissett now. He's got the connection to Cooper. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go, 50.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, New England. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. 480. You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mahomes going to throw. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
First down, Chiefs.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What tight end? 4 down, 4 down.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? On 4th down, they'll try and run for him. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick on Wassel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 15.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. It's Coleman here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Switch. 32.
They'll try to run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's the backup Stafford. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 50. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now he's forced out right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for
what's safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Dorsett on the return. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey. Omaha, ready, move. Let's go, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Hey, 70! Hey, 50! 50's the mic, 50's the mic! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback!
On 3rd down, Stafford. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
180!
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run on 1st down with Jackson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Chiefs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he will find his man on the outside. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Again, it's Smith. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 32.
Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The cover. Too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, give me radar. Max 50. Let's go, D.
They snap it to Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Let's go, boys.
Well, let's see who this is on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. Tackles. White. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
Attack!
And they give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They come out here in the I. The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what it's symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
22.
Now Stafford. Finding Green complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Hey, 22.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got it to Hilton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. On 1st down, Smith. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stafford on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.